Alright, we're back. Continuing our 6th multi-world. We did a quick little jaunt into Dome Keeper for a little bit. Managed to unlock our Wind Waker. So we hit mostly BK in Dome Keeper. There are 2 things that we can unlock there, but we know what they both are. One's a Triforce Shard for Wind Waker, which it'll be a little while before we can make use of that, and the other is a Power Wash level, which we haven't even unlocked Power Wash yet. So Wind Waker here is the only other game we managed to unlock, so let's dive into that. We are not in Multiworld 5 anymore, so that is delete that. Let's start up Multiworld 6. Where are we at? Alright, so let's take a quick look at Pop Tracker, see what we have access to, and hopefully we'll remember to turn off the overlay this time. We are not having a cursed stream this time. Alright, so we have mostly a fresh start. We got a couple things from Dome Keeper. We got the delivery bag, we got 1 pearl, 1 bottle, skull hammer, which would actually be pretty useful, and 1 Triforce Shard. So that's what we're working with at the moment. So it means we have access to Great Fire Island. It actually says we do not have access to that. I'm guessing it expects us to send us money instead of having to farm it. But we can check in there and see what we have access to. There's our Out of Logic. We'll wait until we get a little bit more before we go there, or at least wait until they're in Logic. So let's not worry too much about that. At least get a Deku Leaf or a better sword to defeat Ganon, stuff like that. So I think what we'll do is we'll head up, grab this fairy island, grab this fairy island. We'll grab a few things here from town. Because if you remember from our previous multi-world, we did add a couple of these small quests to our pool to increase the location count just a little bit. So we can nab a couple of those while we're there. There's one thing in the cave we can get. And probably grab this fairy island and then go around. So we'll just make a loop. There's 1 letter we have access to and 1 salvage corp. Or the salvage corp thing. I think I gotta remember the exact locations where we find them, but I believe there was one outside of Choo Choo Paw Print Isle every now and then. And of course we have the very first room in Dragon Roost, which we know for certain is a small key, just the way that place works. I know that's a small key, which will give us access to, yeah, this goes into here, which then will open up like this area, I believe, something like that. But for the most part, we're not going to worry too much about that. So we'll do a quick loop and see what we have access to. It'll be a relatively short run. I gotta piece out a little bit, so we'll just see what we can nab and go from there. And remember, close the tracker. There we go. Progress. Alright. And we should be good to go. Let me go ahead and equip this guy, and just go ahead and equip this while we're at it. Let's hop in our boat. Where's our boat? There's our boat. Oh, nope, missed. Alright. Long trek we go. Let's see here. We are going to right there. So let's straighten up just a little bit. And head on over. This sail from the YouTube video because it's a very long sail. It's usually not too bad if we have a very short jaunt, but this is way up there, so I'll probably just end up cutting this out to make it a little bit shorter. Though that'll also cut into my tracking, but we'll see. Maybe I'll leave it. Those out there watching on YouTube, you want me to leave this little sailing bit or just cut it out entirely? Maybe I can look at my, for my tracking purposes, I can just look at it before I edit it and go from there. I'll have to remember to do so, but I might be able to do that. This place. Three-Eye Reef. Guess there's nothing of note there because I don't think I've ever been there. No, don't shoot me. All right. Fairy Isle number 1. Let's salvage. No, that's one of those things. Keep an eye on the salvage crew because I don't know exactly where they're at. All right. What you got for us, Fairy Island? Do have a bottle, so can at least get a fairy. Let's see, what is that? Diamonds, Necrodancer. Alright, not useful. Alright. So there's no way to unequip. I don't want to accidentally use the fairy, but whatever. Alright, so now we'll head up to the northern fairy island. There. A little bit east. That salvage crew? Yes, it is. Nice. Got them along the way. More diamonds. Alright, well, we got it out of the way. Actually, let's see. While we're here, let's check the shop. Just to see what's there. Definitely, can't afford them yet. But, at least we'll know for the future. One it is. I think it's this one over here. Yeah. Yeah, it's that right there. That little shop guy. Get over here. Can't afford anything, but at least we'll know what's here. If there's anything we really need to focus on. Alright, there's a pearl. We'll need that eventually. Heart piece. And nope. Dirt. All right, so that's power wash, worthless. Don't care about that. Piece of heart, not super useful. So we'll need at least 900 for the pearl, which is likely something we're gonna need. We need that for Tower of the Gods, but we didn't need that last run, so bye. We'll see. But we know where it's at. We know where the third pearl is, in case we ever need it. All right, so. Let's head right there. Still on the fence if I want to start inventory or teleport. Because sailing long distances like this doesn't make for great content, but that means that's two things I need to start in my inventory. I need to start the wand itself and then the song. So that feels like a lot, but I don't know. Maybe sailing isn't too bad once we figure things out. Hey, we have a mail to start off. Because you always start with one. Hey, big bag. Now that does put the shop into logic, though. I guess you need, yeah, I guess that makes sense because you can only start with so much rupees. But now that we can hold 1,000, we can get everything at the shop. But at least we know there's nothing really of note there, so not the biggest deal. What was that? There it goes. Okay, I'm about to say, it's like, why isn't that being sent out? I guess it was just delayed. Chrono Trigger item. Not that great. I don't even know what that armor does, honestly. Alright, so now let's go to Windfall Isle. Right there. You can actually see it from here. There's a few things we can do there. Definitely go talk with Tingle. Get his items. We can follow the thief around. I think that's really about it. There might be one or two other things that we can do. But I know those for certain. Hit the right button. I should go the proper way this time. Oh, we have another mail. What is this? Trying to know which things give us mail. Chance. Okay, so this is the shop. Okay, so getting the wallets upgrade has the shop send us an item. Drill upgrade, Dome Keeper. Hell yeah. Alright, can't do the dancer guy yet because we don't have our wand. Alright, Tingle. Be free. Jump. Jump. There we go. Heal, Necrodancer, yay! Sync items that do nothing in asyncs. Give your second item. Come on, come on. Oh, and gold. I missed that first one. Okay. So that gets those. Let's see, what else do we have access to? Maggie gives us a free item. Alright. Let's see here. We have Catch Killer Bee side quests, Stock Exotic Flower, and Follow the Thief. I don't know what two of those are. I know Follow the Thief. We can do Maggie real quick. It's right up here. Talk to you. Yep, don't care, sure. More diamonds, Necrodancer. Alright, so those are all the free things. Now we need to do the short quests. See if we can remember where some of these are. This is the little thief. Yep, you could just go run around. Oh no, and she's off. I think if we just wait at the inn location, we can just wait for her to show up. So I wonder if we can just like wait over here for her to make her rounds. I haven't actually tested this, so we'll figure it out. I think she will eventually run from down that way. Now, standing here, I don't know if it'll be an issue, but we'll figure it out. Might need to stand somewhere a little safer. A little more out of the way. All right, yeah, here she comes. I'm watching you. Right, now she goes over that way. Maybe she goes down a little side passage. We only did this quest once, so I don't remember her exact path. I just remember where she starts and where she ends. Yep, okay, cool. There she goes that way. She'll probably make one more stop, turn around, or just go straight in. That's also fine. Oh, nice, I can just target her from up there. All right, that's actually a pretty good safe spot. Ally of Justice. Sure. It's terrible. Very well. Alright, what is that? Cannon and Tails, Necrodancer. Alright, so now we have two quests that I have no idea what they are. We have Stock Exotic Flower in Zunari's shop and Catch Killer Bees. I'm guessing most of those are going to be during the day, which I don't have my Wind Waker to change the time, so maybe not. Maybe time doesn't matter. That I am not entirely certain on. Let's actually go see what's in here. To the bomb shop. Yep. do any good. So I don't even have bombs yet. I don't know where Zunari's shop is. See, I think this is the windmill. This is the photographer, which I don't think is Zunari. Yeah, I need the picto box to do anything with him. This is like the coffee shop. Which I don't think this is any of those. Well, maybe this is something of note. Maybe not. Note. Oh, yeah. What's up, guys? I'm on the table. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, I didn't think there would be anything of note here. Let's see here. What we got over here? Remember what this place is? Is the picture box again? Oh, yep. I just didn't see the sign. This is like the schoolhouse. I don't think that's a shop. But it could be part of the killer bee. Alright, there's Miss Mauricio. She does have a gift for the killer bee quest, but I don't know where that starts. This is the lighthouse, which I'm pretty, or windmill, pretty sure there's nothing there. The real question is, can we adjust the time without the Wind Waker? That I am not aware of. Oh, okay, here's a potential. A Choo Choo Jelly Shop. I do not have an empty bottle. Could get an empty bottle. Hey, rupee. Haha, steal your rupee. More rupees. Yes. I don't think that's something I care about. Yeah, I don't know what that potion does, but not gonna worry about it. There's not a quest that I am aware of anyway. I think I've been in most of the shops. Yeah, potion shop. This is the Marie's house. I know there's a shop down there, but it has to be a daytime. don't know how to swap that. I'll double check that the windmill doesn't have anything, but I don't think it does. This is just that shooting game, which I don't think there are anything hidden behind mini games. Oh, yep, there's our first faceplant. Can't have a stream without at least one. Alright, yeah, and this doesn't go anywhere. This goes up to the windmill. Yeah. No door there. Go around and power up the windmill, but doesn't do anything of note right now. There should be like a ladder right back here somewhere to go up and hit the button for the windmill. We can do it just to see if it does anything, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. It's unlocked, but the wind is not blowing the right way, which we cannot change without our wind waker. Alright, so done everything that I'm aware of. I need to figure out a way to change the time of day, I believe, without our wand. There's nothing of note out there. This doesn't go anywhere. So I need to do some research on that, figure out how to change the time of day without the wand. I'm sure there is. I remember hearing something about being able to change it to night, like by going up to where the Forsaken Fortress is, which is kind of the area we were for those fairy places. So I'm sure there's probably a way to do the opposite, to turn it to guaranteed day. So if that's the case, we might in the future need to go here first to do things that are guaranteed during the day, and then come back and do it. These more things at night after we hit the northwest section. But we'll see. Maybe there's something back here of note. I've never actually been back here. Place we can crawl into. Anything back here? Bomb shop. Above. I don't know why we would want to be above the bomb shop. Bunch of money. Steal your money. Alright, let's actually check those other barrels just in case there's something in there of note, but I don't think there are. I don't want to leave and then end up being a thing. I believe the other things are daytime only, so I just need to figure out how to turn it into day. Let's just check around this corner real quick. Just take those money dollars. Money rupees. Destroy the rest of these barrels. Anything of note? Anything at all? 1 rupee. Alright. Haha. Who knows? Run away. Alright. Well, let's move on for now. Let's go check one thing at Paw Print Isle. Go down, grabbed another fairy island, and then a cliff plateau island. And see what we get from there. Maybe we'll get lucky one of those will turn us today, and we can come back and get the rest of the things. Unless it's a quest that I'm just missing entirely. But that's the joy of adding new things to the randomizer. I have no idea what they do. Alright. So yeah, we're going straight west. I think that little thief quest is the only thing that requires nighttime there. My guess is everything else requires day. Yep, I always forget which section is short enough for us to climb up. Right over here. Right here, we only have access to one little chest in the back. So we'll have to come back to this later, but we got to get everything we can right now because we are very short on locations. Oop, nope, not that one. This one. Bombs. Well, okay. That is actually very useful because we can immediately get 2 more chests here. No, missed. Will it have the range? It will not. Gonna not attack these bombs because I don't have many heart pieces right now. Hey, shelter the Chrono Trigger. Alright, now we can go to this side. Oh, nope. I hit the ceiling. Rupees. There's everything here. So since I have access to bombs, that gave us access to a couple more things. That also put a couple things in Forsaken Fortress into logic. So from here, let's go straight south. And Salvage Crew, yeah, I was right, it is also outside of Paw Print Isle. Straight south, there's a bomb isle there. Or a fairy isle that requires bombs. Bombs or fire arrows. I think this one has a wooden planks boarding up the front entrance. Now we can do a little zigzag, hit some things along the way. Bombs might give us access to a couple more things in Dragon Roost as well. No, this one specifically has a rock. Oop, now that we have bombs, that also gives us another mail. saying the bomb shop is now open. Hey, extra iron to Dome Keeper. Nice. That will be useful. What you got? Bolt on it, Chrono Trigger. Okay. Alright, now we'll do a little zigzag. Let's see. Boat. Go, I believe right there. Yep, another fairy island. Let's see, facing the right way. Yeah, right about there. See, these little sections, I think I would be fine leaving in the YouTube video. It's when we need to cross basically the entire world. But if I talk as we're going, maybe I'll keep things interesting. Maybe. I do not know. I'm still trying to find a nice balance of what to show on stream versus YouTube, stuff like that. Figuring it out as we go. Southwest corner, southeast corner. I'm one of those east-west dyslexic people. Like, yeah, I know each way when I think about it, but sometimes I'll just say the wrong thing. It's really weird. I don't understand it. Okay, so now we are technically daytime, so if we go back to Windfall Island, I'll stay day. Hit the other stuff first. Like maybe like the northern section is day, southern section is night, or other way, northern section is night, southern section is day. And it depends on where you come from is what'll be there. Oops. Now we actually got to go fast on these. First time I actually got to too slow that they reset. Or maybe I just missed and didn't realize it. Pretty sure I hit them though. What is this? Well, either to Chrono Trigger. So now we're going there to Bomb Isle. Pretty sure we're soon going to either hit a big progression item or another game unlock. So I run a bit low on checks. I mean, getting bombs did help, so that was a progression item, but I didn't unlock too many things. Believe this is just the big rock up above. Yeah, believe so. Yep, this is the place with the little centipede things that we need to toss on. Whoops. Yeah, that's right. Weak swords is going to make things a little bit trickier. Come on, open up, open up. Thank you. Right, still takes 2 hits at least. And we fall off. I was trying to remove the Z targeting. You over here. Oh, what? Did you roll off? You did roll off. Rude. Low health's gonna make this tricky. Drop the target, please. Yep. I believe these pots here have guaranteed health. Yeah, alright. So that'll help. I think they reset every time. Let's take this. I was going to say let's take this slowly, but no. I'll just adjust our camera angle so we can go a little quicker. Go. I think I could do it a little more consistent if I look at it from above. Please, thank you. Line up and throw. Should be good. Nice. Alright, I didn't want to kill. I wanted to actually just do a regular jump slash, but I'll take the hearts. You get over here. Left arm off. There we go. Nope, stop. Rolling. Oh, alright. I guess I'm gonna roll off. I know I've said it before, but yeah, I don't like the fact that roll and pick up are the exact same button. So high. Right, apparently that's just going to go straight into the lava. And line up and throw. And apparently that just sits next to the button. And it does that. Yep. Go get the chest. Oh, God. Diamonds. All right. All right. We're done here. All right. Now there is another island nearby that has a single cave we can jump into. Boats. Where are you at? Over there. person. Do you have anything to do with the bee quest? I don't think so. Going over to here. Straight ahead. That's the thing with the birds, but we don't have bait yet, so it's not that one. Must be another cave that we can access. Nope. Nope. Turn around, please. Isn't that didn't look like a hill that we can climb, but it is, in fact, a hill that we can climb. Yeah, I believe the cave is down below over there, I think, if I remember correctly. So we can't get in there yet. That requires the little bird puzzle. We don't have the grappling hook to get up top. Pretty sure this is... Oop, nope. That's Bird Peak Rock. We're going to Cliff Plateaus. We go a little further south. Okay. I was going to say, it's like, it doesn't seem like there was something else here. And there's in fact, because there's not. This little area. Is this the one where we typically need power bracelets to move things? No, it's not. It's a different one. So the cave is just like right here. Yeah, it's a little jump over. There's a big jump over there that we need. No, over there. That we need something, either like a hook shot or a deku leaf or something. This one, yeah, we can just jump across. Yes, this little area. I remember this one. Jump across, get a little bit of money along the way. Do a little bit of trekking for this. Oh, nope. Fire stick. Oh. Hit you with the fire stick. This is the launch pad. Yep. I think, yeah, even if I could, I was like, I don't think I can throw this far enough. And if I could, I can't get over there. Yeah, actually, I can throw it far enough. Yeah. Good to know for the future when I get the deku leaf to be able to make that jump. Oh, come on. I just wanted to fall off, not jump off. See if I can. Nope, still gonna jump off. God. Trolls annoy me. Just calmly walk off. Just walk off. Don't jump, don't jump. Thank you. Just walk. Nope. Actually, I do need you to jump a little bit for here. Diamonds! Okay, that was not worth it. Yeah, I think the only way across is Deku Reef. Yeah. And that goes up to that other area. Grab a little bit of money as we go. It might add up. Alright, now there's another fairy isle on the other side of whatever this is, Ice Ring Isle. Which is directly west. Nope, don't talk. I'm gonna get in. So we're back to being nighttime again. I think there's an actual day-night cycle. Or maybe there is, like while you're at sea. I can see that being a thing. Some areas is guaranteed night, like the northwest corner where Forsaken Fortress is and such. Because you have to be able to make use of like the spotlights, gimmicks and all that stuff. Okay. It's in the northwest corner. I think you can see it from here. Yeah, you can barely see it there in the distance. Maybe if there is a cycle, by the time I sail back up to the island, it'll be daylight again. The test. Those are the only chicks we got left, and Dragon Roost is right next to it. This is the bomb. The planks I was thinking of that could be either bombed or fire arrowed. Alright, what you got? And then after this, yeah, we have all we have left is Windfall Isle, Dragon Roost, and Forsaken Fortress. And then the stuff in the shop that, you know, we don't care about. But kinda care about. The one pearl. What we got? Dirt bike, power wash level, alright. Power wash levels are good, but we don't have power wash yet, so it doesn't help us that much. Alright, so let's go see if sailing up to Windfall Isle will make it daytime or not. Directly north from here. Now we can sail around a bit and see which areas turn it to daytime and see if we find anything of note. It does look like it's slowly becoming day, so we'll see. I add those submarine challenges to our randomizer at some point as well. Okay. Music change does, I think, signify like the start of a new day. And it's starting to slowly get more light out. So it might be good. Yeah. Alright, so hopefully we can find out where these quests are. Yep, everyone's all out and about. Can't get up there. Oh, this little beach area. Alright. Yeah, none of that. What do you got? Anything? No. No. Nope, nothing of note. Here. Anyone talking about the bees? No, no, nothing. I think you might be the one I have to do with the flower. No, fine. I'll go this way. Reception. Alright, fine. Get over here. Stock rare items. Yep. Do have a delivery bag. Okay, yep. Sure. Flower. Okay, well, the flower. Who to give it to? I don't know. Just look that up so we're not having to... around. Can I give it to you? Will you like the flower? Take your flower. No, I don't want to throw it away. There we go. Haha. Done. Give me item. Okay. Put it over here. That's what these little things are for. Okay, nope. Alright, I'm going to have to look up, see where these all go. Because I have zero clue. Alright, but anyone around here talking about killer bees? Joy pedestals. Okay, Zenari. Yeah, alright, alright. What about the flower? You want the flower? You like this flower? It's very joyful. No. Okay. Apparently lots of these all around. Alright. Who else is talking about the killer bees? Anyone at all? Ivan. Okay, yeah. Agreed to talk to Ivan. I don't know where Ivan is. Yes, and he's around here somewhere. Where Ivan is? No. Pig. Maybe down here somewhere? No, not down here. Okay. Ivan a pig? I bet you Ivan's a pig. I brought you a pig. And I want to throw the pig. I want to talk to you while holding the pig. Nope. Apparently you can't do that. Ivan hiding back here somewhere? No. Okay. You, Ivan? No. Let's see here. Anything at all? You? No, you don't look like an Ivan. I do know that. I don't think there's an Ivan in here. This is rich people's house. It's not. Okay, well, I don't know where these people are. Well, I guess I'm just looking for Ivan at this point. The teacher gives a gift after, I'm guessing, we deal with Ivan and some killer bees. Anything down here? Anything at all? No. Does not look like it. Let's see. Maybe they're up in the little coffee shop? Being a delinquent, maybe? You and Ivan? No. Okay. Alright, well, since I need to head out soon, let's just go over to Forsaken Fortress, grab the couple things that we can there, and then later tonight I'll do some research and figure out where these couple quests are, because I have no idea. do know there is a, looks to be like a world timer, where the time changes between day and night, so it's possible Ivan only shows up at night. I could see that happening, but we'll see. Just go do Forsaken Fortress real quick. Yeah, it's in the distance. There's a couple things we can get there. Otherwise, this will be a short playthrough. Maybe I'll just cut out this bit and append it on next time, or no, maybe I'll leave it in. Maybe I'll still append our next playthrough. Or, nope, don't hit those to the end of it. I don't want to have like a 10-minute playthrough video and be like, haha, we started and we hit BK. I would like to have one video per BK, I guess. Unless it's, taking a long time, we're actually making a lot of progress. Right now, problem right now is we're not making a whole lot of progress. And yeah, see, here is where it becomes night, so. Now if we go back to Woodfall Island, it'll be night. I don't think there's any area that makes a guaranteed day. It might just be timer thing. Right. Stay out of the center so we don't spawn again. And we'll go up this way. Yeah, because the door below is locked. Exactly what we have access to. I know there's like one. Yeah. So we look at the map. We're starting there. So there's one thing here. Things down below. We actually can't make it across there because we don't have Deku Leaf. Well, actually we can't. There's a platform over there. So let me try to figure out where exactly we are. We're in that room there. So yes, there appears to be two. Things accessible here. So yeah, there's this. Marker dancer character. We stay above. I think there is a chest above that we need to get. So I'll try to stay high because it's easier to go, from top to bottom than it is bottom to top. Now, getting across there, I believe, is considered out of logic. Or no, we went the wrong way. We have to go the other way. Yeah, there's nothing up in this path. Well, I guess if we went all the way around. All the way around is the one on the bed, so we can stay low for that. The other one we have to stay low because there's no believe there's no upper path. How did we go that way on the upper path? Now I'm really confused. Right, I went that way. Lower path there. So there should be no upper path in this other room. Go this way first. Oh yeah, I guess we could have gone that way, couldn't we? Gone up the stairs. Okay, so there is a path. We'll go all the way back around first, I believe. Let's see, what can we go from here? Trying to remember if this is a light that we need. I don't think it is. Well, actually, it might be. It's very close to one. Yeah, I think it might be. Okay, yeah. So, well, it's still going, but that should, in theory, stop it. It's fine, I'm not going up that way at the moment anyway. Let's see here. Can actually jump straight down to that other path I'm thinking of, so we'll do that. It should be a little faster. Yeah, if we go this way, I think this leads to a chest. Yeah, there should be 2 chests here. That one says it's gettable through glitching. That's out of logic, but I don't know how to do that. Guessing maybe it's some sort of like bomb clip or something. I think a bomb will launch us that far. Yeah, not quite. But that's fine. We can get this one in here while we're here. Elixir, chrono trigger. Okay. So now we need to go to all the way to the other side. There's that one at the bottom of the bed. We should be able to just loop our way around, I believe. Be quicker to stay inside. Just do the lower amount of loading transitions. Oh yeah, flute. Got that chest. Going for another chest. Okay, there's one here at the bottom of this bed. And that's our compass. All right. So the only other thing we can get here is something that's out of logic. So we're not going to worry too much about that because I don't know how to break that logic. I'm guessing it's something to do with bomb jumping. It's the only thing I can think of. I do need to head out. So we're going to have to pick this up later. Take a look at the tracker real quick. So there are still those 3 chests there, 3 items that I need to look up and figure out how to get. I don't know how to do that killer bee quest. Maybe something to do with the bottle, since we do have a bottle. Need to figure out where Ivan is. Maybe he'll tell us exactly where killer bees are. And I need to figure out where this flower needs to go. So I need to stock exotic flower in Zunari's shop. I don't know exactly what that means, but I can look that up and see. We know here, the only thing of a note here is a pearl. That's all we really care about. Got all this. So the only progression items that we have left are those 3, and then maybe Dragon Roost, because I know that is small key. That's guaranteed. So that'll get us in here. We can get this chest, but that is going to be another small key, almost guaranteed, just the way this is laid out. We might be able to get some more, because that'll be a small key, which just lets us go out this way through here, which might be at least one more thing available in here, one of which is a small key as well. So I'll give us access to these 3 things. So we won't be able to finish Dragon Roost because I know we need at least Deku Leaf and Grappling Hook before we can completely finish that. But I believe there's at least one item we can get for sure. But I definitely don't have time to do that today. So I will pick that up tomorrow. Oh, and I need to make sure my pop tracker does not clip above my frame. Come on, I gotta look a little bit cleaner. Let's just shift this a tiny bit. I have a frame now. I gotta make sure everything stays inside it. All right, so everything else good? Yes. All right, we're gonna save and quit from here, and I got to head out. Definitely, I wanted to make sure I hit no, just to be sure. All right, I will definitely continue this tomorrow. So till then, remember, always bet the cat, and I will catch you all later.